In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use the crop tool in Photoshop. So this is a great tool whenever you're trying to resize something exactly for what you want. So the original crop tool is just this guy right here. And the way it works is you just kind of click and drag and select what you want to crop and everything. So that's just the very basics of the crop tool, but you can do a lot more than that. So say you wanted to make this to exactly an image that you need to print out. So up here at the top you've got a couple options. You've got ratio and then width and height and resolution. That's the one that I like to use the most. So I'll go ahead and just click on width and height, and if I need a 4 by 6, so I'll go ahead and type out 6 inches by 4 inches, and then whatever the resolution. One thing about resolution, if you come in here and type up a higher resolution than it really is, it's not really going to bump it up, but it'll just try and stay within those confines. So in here I've got it set up. If I need to reposition this little cropper, I can do that. So maybe I'll just stick it, use a little bit of rule of thirds and try and stick it over there, and then go ahead and press return or the check, and that will basically cut that out for you. So now I have an image that I can send to print or do whatever else I wanted to do with it. Or if I wanted to use this more for web, then I could do that too. So maybe I want to turn this into some sort of a header. So instead of putting in inches, maybe I'll do 800 pixels. And that's for the width, and then the height, maybe I'll do 200 pixels. And then for web, I'm going to do 72 because that's what's standard. And on this one, I'm going to go ahead and position that where I want it to go. One thing about this tool is if you decide to come over, and let me make this a little bit bigger. So I want to kind of get the graphic on there, but one thing I don't want to do is I don't want to lose the skier part. So I'm actually going to take more than I actually have, and you'll notice it's turning up yellow over here. And what that does is that basically, oh, and I lost my resolution up there. Let me type that back up there. Thought something weird was happening. So PX. So now when I click on that, let me get out of there. So now when I move that around and resize that, I'll get some new imagery to this, and I'll have to do something with that. But I'll go ahead and just click on that and click OK. I'll click on the check, and then I've got some room that I can play with my header now. So maybe I'll just come in and add a logo there, possibly with some tool, or I could also add in some text if I wanted to grab the text tool and type out some text in here for my header and then place that in there. So some cool things you can do with the crop tool, and see what you can do with that.